And apparently I had to go get things tested with the doctors because I wasn't just having tremors, but my spine was shaking. Had kind of hot, numb spot in my lower neck, and I couldn't move my head correctly, and I was jerking when I tried to walk. So I had to go get a lot of crap tested to make sure that there wasn't blood clots, tumors, or other things that could be causing that. That I didn't have a stroke in my spine or other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent over 7 hours in the emergency room having all kinds of freaking tests run on me while they were trying to make sure that it was only a new stage of my nerve issues and nothing that was actually trying to outright kill me now.
Mm-hmm.
After going through massive batteries of tests, I could finally make it to the point where they let me go home.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, was the greatest part of the evening.
Yeah. It has a way of doing that.
It was mind-numbing. It was irritating. It was stressful. No, there is not a tumor, which was a big concern because both my mom and my aunt have had a genetic form of tumor in their spinal column that they had to have removed between the ages of 40 to their mid-50s.
Mm.
So there was a concern for that when my body started showing the same behaviors and spasms that my mom did when she had the tumor.
Yeah.
So they ran a bunch of the stupid brain scans, spinal scans, CT scans, MRI stuff, and all that on me. Well, I don't know what drug the woman in the room away from me was on, but she was outright screaming out insane, paranoid shit and threatening people and slamming walls and other shit. They had to tie her down.
So it's some good stuff.
How is that appealing? To those of you who like any type of drug, how is using something that will make you that fucking paranoid, that scared, that insane, how is that a fun time?
It's an excuse to go totally nuts. Nothing will just like an excuse to just go totally fucking nuts. It was the drugs. Yeah, sure it was. You took the drugs.
And I'm sitting here in this room trying not to have my own panic attacks from my lack of trust with people and what she's doing. Watching multiple cops go through to help them tie her down. While waiting for more of these tests. Oh my God, I hate dealing with people. I hate hospitals.
Yeah.
Well, the hospital had to kick somebody out for trying to drag her little lapdog with her through the freaking emergency room.
Before anyone asks, no, I have not had a haircut. I just pulled everything back.
Yeah, you're still shaggy as fuck.
Yeah, still.
Hi, Daniel, by the way.
Still a filthy hippie. No.
So, 7 hours later, they did in-depth, comprehensive scans on the brain tissue and in the spine and parts of the organs, all that. Did all kinds of nerve tests, behavioral reflex, and all that stuff to me. All kinds of blood works, other stuff like that to me. Tweaked the meds a little bit for a few things that were a little deficient from trying to adapt to the new diet, and gave me a bunch of stuff to go set up more appointments with neurologists and stuff to have more stuff looked into over the next few months. I am beyond fucking tired and stressed at this point.
Yeah.
And I came back and I passed out for a while after having a few-minute chat with our poor sick gnome.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of was passing out on him, which is why he told everybody he didn't think it was coming in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's probably not going to. Yeah, sure. Have you met Rosetta? Come on.
To be fair, there's been a lot of periods over the last few years while I've had the channel where I stopped streaming for entire months to a year.
Yeah.
But to those who think it's fun having these fucking things to deal with, they want to go through some more in depth and get a few of the issues that we've had suspected for a while as proven and tested as they can. I'm just, I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a rough time here, I can tell.
This is the kind of day that would do that.
I didn't even get my normal hangout with the boys for Thursday. I didn't even get to see Richard before he passed out. Now I'm kind of stressed because I didn't get to spend time with my boys. You know?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to understand this, I am very clingy to my friends. Hey, you.
She's still putting up with my ass. I don't say that.
So, yes, hours later, a migraine from hell, stressed as hell, and absolutely fucking done. Well, this is stage 1. Don't worry, there's more crap I'm going to have tested and dealt with over the next few. I don't know what it is with my health. Every time I hit a fucking decade marker in my age, it's always marked by a whole fucking ton of crazy ass shit that happens to my health and new health complications I never had before.
Well, you knew something was coming. So,
It's been hitting me since right before the 40th.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking here because no matter how much some people want to hate, I'm not that easy to fucking get rid of.
No. We're going nowhere, bitches. Yeah.
Just like their lives. I mean, I had my own anxiety attacks dealing with having that woman screaming in the room beside me.
Yeah.
And again, doesn't mean that I don't have a sympathy for anybody who is that scared, that panicked, and in that much pain.
But can they do it somewhere not close to me?
Right?
I said the one thing that kind of steered me away from going to any kind of shelter thing when they had a little emergency shelter for intense weather when we were out up here still living in the van, and then they come on in the little church down in Old Town, and we're all settled down in like blankets in a gym type thing, and less than 10 feet away, some guy decides to go into a night terror thing, and wailing away on his pillow. I'm thinking, that could be my head right now.
And look, I get it. I have my own terrors. I've had my own freakouts. I have my own PTSD. I get having those kinds of panic attacks and freakouts. So I have absolute empathy for the people going through them.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put myself in harm's way either.
Yeah. Sort of thing. I think we're better off in the van. I don't care how cold it gets. No.
Can we just acknowledge that sometimes some of these people are dangerous? And God.
Richard Pryor had a thing about, when he did a show in prison, And they went there and talked to the brothers, and it's like, thank God we have penitentiaries. It's like some of the, it's like, why did you kill the entire family? It's like, they was home. Like, okay.
Look, my mom and my dad were hit by an arsonist when mom was pregnant with me.
Mm-hmm.
This man literally went through this town burning down the homes of anybody who had done favors for him.
You helped me, therefore you must die.
Yeah.
So I will be the last person you ever helped.
That was what it came off as. And it's this kind of crazy shit is out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Steph might be waking up.
nothing like that. Literally, anybody who'd been nice to him, anybody who helped him out when he was homeless, who did things for him when he was trying to get a job, all this stuff. Anybody who was a friend or a neighbor to him and helped him, he burned down their fucking home.
There she is.
Morning, Steph. Evening, whatever.
Yeah.
Not quite midnight. Yeah.
So yeah, insanity. Where somebody did this, and my mom would just woke up out of the blue and left the house right before he did this, and he torched the thing from outside with gasoline. So, you know, if my mom hadn't, for some reason, felt like she heard something wake her up, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I realize people are batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I went to the fucking reform schools for Native kids. Believe me, I know people are batshit fucking crazy. Because the shit they did in those schools was nothing but insanity. But, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I call it the reform school like that for a reason. It's tongue-in-cheek. This was conversion therapy for the poor heathens for being the wrong race.
Hey.
You must change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wisdom in that song, you know, God is great, people are good, and people, you know, beer. God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy.
I'll agree with 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah. It depends on the beer.
They all smell like gym socks.
Well,
I'm not drinking it. I'm not learning anything about it. They all smell like fucking gym socks.
Most American beer is actually lager, and lager is crap.
No. They all smell like gym socks to me. The entire whole hops and barley thing stinks to me. I can't stand the smell of it. I've never understood why that's an appeal to people.
It's been a lot of years, you know, downwind to the Coors Brewery, so you get used to it.
No. I mean, granted, living in Cedar Rapids here, when the wind goes the right direction, I smell fucking Quaker Oats Factory and General Mills.
Yeah.
So when Dunham was here, he was making jokes about the air smelling like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Hey.
Also, thing when it, you know.
Wow.
Ew.
I do love when my chat can be more disgusting and vulgar than me.
I could say something, but it's like, you know.
Well, I mean, either way, you're putting something foul in your mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah. At least you have the potential of getting a sweet treat at the end. I don't know.
Sweet treat only depends on what he's been eating. I mean,
Yeah. And like I said,
If you like getting blowjobs, eat a lot of things like mango and pineapple. Never eat asparagus.
yeah.
Never eat asparagus. Oh my god.
No, I figured they give some kind of, I don't know what the hell it was, some kind of booster or something or other while I was in the hospital.
That
But
that
it
is
was like,
that is true, Dustin. Yeah, it is better to smell the cinnamon toast crunch smell than a lot of this other crap you can smell in places. It's just weird because it all depends on the day. Because there's also a fucking bleach factory.
Hmm.
So depending on the wind angles, oh my god.
Hey, hey.
Now my folks' old house used to be in that the wind came from the west, we'd get the Coors plant. If it came down from the north, we got the Jolly Rancher factory, just right up on Ward Road there. Before they got bought out by Hershey and then sold. Now they're putting condos up.
The danger for me is the hyper restrictions I have on eating anything with carbs.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite bakeries that make cheese breads are literally within smelling distance in the mornings.
Uh-huh.
So it's like 5 a.m. laying in bed, haven't been able to eat hardly the last couple of days, feeling sick, and I can smell cheese bread baking.
Mm.
Hey.
And along I-70, just past the interchange with I-25, is the Purina plant. So,
And I'm not giving away much for that because there's a lot of small bakeries in this area.
mm-hmm.
And considering the winds we get here, those smells travel a ways.
Yeah.
But it's all fucking insanity anyways. So yes, I had this whole moment in my head right now I'm dealing with. I just want, I don't know, some semblance of sanity.
Or at least an amusing level of craziness and not threatening.
Yeah, actually, gluten-free breads are worse for diabetics than regular bread. Because in order to try to compensate for removing all of the wheat sugars, they pump it full of actual sugar.
Yeah.
Now, the healthiest bread for occasional bread for somebody who has these kinds of issues is actually either keto bread or rye bread. And I actually know a couple good ones that are almost no carbs per slice compared to other breads, and they're still good. And so I don't get a lot of bread, but on occasion, while I'm cooking up my lean meats and stuff like that, I put it on a little bit of rye bread.
Yeah. Then you can pretend you're at a deli. Yeah, that's such and such on rye. Yeah. This is a nifty little kit.
I have an extremely high stress level at times. Listening to somebody scream insane obscenities, start spazzing out and start screaming across the hospital about somebody stealing her eyes.
Okay.
While she's screaming at a group of doctors and cops that I'll effing kill you over and over again.
That's
not a good way to de-stress.
No. Like kind of like the opposite. Okay, how's this supposed to go in here?
And so yeah, just 7 some hours being pumped full of all kinds of tests and having to do brain scans and stuff to make sure that that was a temporary paralysis and that there wasn't a tumor in my spine or other issues like that or a stroke or anything.
Yeah.
So, loads of fucking fun.
Oh, yeah.
Judge, that kind of depends on the day. His is mostly Star Trek based, but he's sniping my streams, and mine will do almost anything, depending on the day. And there's a part of me, that just wants to freak out on people and tell them all to fuck off at times, but it's not always the healthiest response. And I like I said, there was a part of me that felt really bad that she was having that reaction to whatever, whether she was on some drug or whether she had a severe mental issue or something. I felt bad for her going through that. At the same time, not fucking next to me.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my anxieties and my issues through the roof.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Now the question, do I do season 1 version or season 2? What's that difference?
I will say I will debate that corn's good for those things. First of all, ethanol is nowhere near as clean on the environment as they claim. And second of all, if they're feeding it to cows, it's actually really unhealthy for the people eating the meat.
It's not that great on the engine either, frankly.
Bearing in mind that I'm bad-mouthing corn and I live in fucking Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
I am a heretic to this state. I'm just saying, though, it's true. It's bullshit. This whole industry here, this whole community here, and what they do, it's all bullshit. And I'm not the type to sit by and go, yeah, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. Now it's after midnight for you two, so fucking deal with me calling it morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, no.
You know the gnome was hoping I would stay asleep. That's why he told you guys he didn't think I was going to stream.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really surprised.
No.
No. He's got to go deal with stuff in the morning. He's been sick for days, and he's resting. No.
So we leave the potato alone.
And ironically, you just said that when Dustin's asking if I like Idaho potatoes. No. And I lived in Idaho for a while. In fact, I met my husband at college in Idaho. And I didn't like their potato culture either. So how's that? Now, my home state, South Dakota, the most produced crop there is sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
Sunflower seeds actually have a lot of health benefits.
So suck on it, Kansas. Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the sunflower seed production.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that one. Let me put it to you this way. If you're asking if it's a beautiful place with really nice land, nice mountain ranges and stuff like that, I would say yes about Idaho. If you're asking what the people are like or what the culture's like, fuck Idaho. Yeah. Bearing in mind the place my dad ever felt the most uncomfortable racially in his life was going to Sandpoint when he was visiting me. And And Dad went to Sandpoint because he always liked Patrick McManus's books and he wanted to see the town he talked about. Said he was never doing that again. Holy shit. And he did it.
Yeah, let's put it this way. Two things Idaho is kind of well known for: potatoes and white supremacists.
And it was palpable.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where Mom was scared walking around with Dad in those towns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So they were fine to me living up there when they thought I was just some weird looking white girl.
Mm-hmm.
When it became very known because of some stuff that was done with my work in the college and classes that I was actually, you know, one of the natives, then their attitude changed. Then I couldn't go anywhere with seeing cop cars following me and other shit.
Mm-hmm. When the cops are clearly on the side of the bad guys.
Ah, happy birthday, Daniel.
Well, actually, old Billy Jack line: when the police break the law, there is no law. Okay?
No.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong at all. Those are the things that it's more known for.
Look up Coeur d'Alene. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Coeur d'Alene where I met my husband.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't all bad.
Again, I spent a lot of time in my childhood over along the lower Idaho, Wyoming, Montana range through Yellowstone. I was studying as a kid because I wanted to be a forest ranger there. So there's complexities in this whole argument with me anyways, but yeah. Definitely felt more free once I left Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
I left after I lost my job whistleblowing on the freaking owners of the business who ended up going to federal prison for tax fraud and all kinds of other shit.
So a happy ending.
When I left, apparently it was what my husband needed as a kick in the pants to realize he wanted to marry me, not just be a friend. We had at that point been broken up for several months. Well, kind of broken up. I mean, let's be honest, kind of broken up. Yeah. We were still hanging on each other constantly, and we didn't exactly stop everything we did with each other. So I don't know if you can define it's really broken up, but anyway, and I moved end of spring, early summer back home to the Black Hills. When my husband, then friend, then quickly fiance came to visit for Christmas, he proposed over my birthday. Well, and that was literally, and I was supposed to not know this was coming, even though the fucking idiot, while I was working in a restaurant as the hostess at the door who could see all the businesses around us, went to the fucking Black Hills Gold Factory next to the restaurant with my dad to try to get the ring while I was at work.
Oh boy.
I guarantee you, a fucking gold diplomat with a blue hood and a freaking rack on the back with a walker on it is hard to miss. They didn't really ever say anything. They just followed me everywhere. It was unnerving.
Yeah.
But so it's like I looked at I watched him heading into there and I smiled. I smirked. I knew they were up to something. Either he was gonna push the relationship a little bit more, or he was trying to get something really nice as a gift. Either way, I just walked outside and as they're coming out of the factory, I look over and go, my dad, instead of just waving back, he quickly sticks the walker on the back of the bike rack, gets in the car.
She saw us. Get out of here.
Which wasn't at all suspicious, right?
No.
my god.
Now you guys are getting a glimpse of my messed up life. So okay, Dad, you're not getting away with something, Dad. It's kind of really freaking obvious.
Oh.
Yes, Dread very much like those types.
Oh.
Okay, Daniel, that's interesting, odd, but not that I could do anything with. No, Kermit. No, they weren't following me for safety.
No.
It's a nice thought process, but no. There was a reason why the people on staff at the college who worked with the educational board for tribal grants and other stuff, because there was a tribal system for that college, because there was a reservation nearby to the city. None of them lived in the city, and all of them went back to the res at the end of the day. They would rather be on the res than be in that city. It was a very uncomfortable place for me for a lot of reasons, and I'm not going to say that all the people were bad or anything like that, because that's not the case. It's always some, you know.
But the bad ones are intimidated enough to scare everyone else into saying, shut the fuck up.
I didn't actually act that surprised. I just didn't know when for sure he was going to pull something. And then the freaking guy tried to be clever and try to hide it from me. So he stuffed it in the freaking tissue trash on the bottom of my birthday gift.
Look at him throw the whole thing out.
I was like, I love my husband. I love my dad to pieces, but God, they were dense as hell sometimes. I'm like, how am I supposed to miss that car with this big burly native guy on a walker with braids down his side, walking next to this scrawny little Celtic nerd coming out of the store with that car?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to miss that?
Not quite common, okay? Especially being in a dent. Yeah, I know where that scratch came from and that dent. And
again, the hood got destroyed when they hit a deer that jumped out. To rebuild the car and keep it running, they literally had to go to a junkyard to get a hood. There was nothing that matched. They couldn't afford to repaint it. So it had a bright fucking metallic blue hood on this gold diplomat. This was not an easy car to bed.
Like, might as well have been driving the Batmobile. Okay.
Intruder, call it. Intruder, call it. Anyway.
Hey.
Oh, God.
I laughed so hard. I told Mom. I saw them at the jewelry store. She went, shh, don't tell them. They thought they were clever.
Oh, God.
It's like, okay. So, of course, me being me, I couldn't keep my mouth shut anyways.
Yeah. I'm going to get a glass of milk and back in a second.
Oh.
Yeah, so keeping the danger mouse I can for a while.
Are any of the sodas cold yet?
Yours should be by now.
Okay.
Well, and I mean, I will give them one fair thing. They were trying to get me the stuff from the Black Hills Gold factories. There's only a couple of those places to go to. And if you don't go to the factories, you're paying about 10 times more at the other stores. So I understand why they wanted to go there. But holy shit, that's not the best time to do it. Wait till I'm home.
Kermit.
Take care, Kermit. Wait till I'm home and go run errands together would have been much more intelligent, right? Than doing that. Well, I'm right fucking here. I can see what you guys are doing. Oh my god. And like I said, you're not going to mistake that clunky, boxy diplomat that's this golden brown with a fucking metallic blue hood. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Ah,
What?
where's my soda?
Oh, fuck, hold on.
And yes, I will laugh at this stuff because I think, honestly, guys can be funny. Please don't take this offensively. This is nothing against any of you guys out there. Men, you can be so funny sometimes, especially the it just the engineer types are very, very disturbingly weird. There's this little clip. They did a short-lived show for Dilbert, and there was an episode called "The Knack." The intro of it is considered the calling card for engineers all over the world, and in it they're explaining how he became an engineer. That he's getting examined as this kid, and they're going, "I'm afraid your son has the knack." And they're explaining how it comes with all these skills with electronics, ability to understand all this stuff, and complete and utter social ineptitude.
No.
Can he lead a normal life? He'll be an engineer. No!
Okay.
That clip, yeah, you know? And my husband is as engineer as you fucking get.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the man to pieces. He is an amazing husband. But holy crap, sometimes he is fucking clueless.
Yeah.
It's like getting the more you go in one area, the less you are in other areas. You really like you could engineer the fuck out of something, but human interactions, like, huh? Who are these alien creatures?
And artists are the same way, by the way, in a different way.
Oh yeah,
we are fucking socially inept. We are. I absolutely acknowledge it. I accept it. I understand it. This is just fact. We're not good at this shit.
It's like Mozart, you know, like musical genius, but socially was a fucking idiot. You know, depraved little midget. You know,
let's be honest. I'm not the most socially talented person out there.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have my own issues in this department, which is why, hear me out. Sometimes I can laugh at my husband's stuff more because I feel like I have somebody who's worse at it than I do. I mean,
yeah. And that's one point I will give my parents a little bit of benefit of the thing as far as keeping me in my own grade is I did not come completely socially inept. I could still figure people out enough, but
I really don't know how they thought they were going to get through that and not have me see it. That's what kills me with this. How was I not supposed to see that fucking car out the window of my workplace?
Like, how many other cars are there like that around town?
With a fucking bike rack on the back, carrying a freaking muscular dystrophy walker that was especially formed to help hold him a certain angle and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
One thing in the gold color with a bright blue hood. Oh yeah, that's a common thing. They all do that. The Dodge Diplomat is a very popular model up here for that.
Hey, it was a tough little car, and it ended up with over 500,000 miles on it before they killed it.
Yeah, but how many of them were in the area? Oh.
Wait, who's got parrot? You're confusing me. All I've got is cats, so.
How are the little geniuses?
Well, they were comforting me until apparently ornering me out, and then Panther decided to jump off of me to go jumper.
Oh, jeez.
Like that was not an
Yeah.
that wasn't an invite, you little horny bastard.
Yeah, Panther thinking with his.
Pretty much always.
Well, now that he's healed up, time to go around. No.
And like,
Anders goes, you need to take the other ear?
he jumps off. I hear her meowing and rubbing on him while he's doing this. And then a few minutes later, they both walk up and nuzzle up to me like, hi, we love you. It's like,
like nothing's going on. No, we're being fine.
oh, okay. I didn't even hear that. Okay. No, I get confused easy. Don't mind me.
Right.
But it drives me. I laugh so hard sometimes because laughing's easier than going, what the fuck, and crying.
Yeah. That's the Jewish way.
Well, why not? I've always said my mom works guilt like she's a fucking Jewish mother for some reason.
Yep.
You're a Celtic mother. You're supposed to work violence, not guilt. I mean,
oh. Oh, emails arrived.
What?
Well, just stuff, in the unlikely event my Twitter does get monetized, I'm all set up for that. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, and well, another of the fusions I was looking at got sold, so oh well.
Darn.
Chance I get for looking at the cheap ones. Oh, posters for Star Trek Discovery. Perfect for your birdcage. Yes, make your parakeet take a crap on Michael Burnham, just like she deserves.
Wow.
You're
Actually, yes, Judge. There
I don't like that.
was a period where they weren't having really issues with bears in this area. They kind of went away for a while, but they have returned. With a vengeance. And
you've always had bear problems out here.
now they try to claim that bears aren't in the Black Hills, but they've always been native there. They put everything in fucking bear lock boxes out in the hills. And we already know the people that run bear country used to release them if they couldn't control them anymore.
You got that right, Dustin.
All right.
And then to top it all off, they're still trying to pretend that bears aren't living in the Black Hills. But they fucking had security footage at somebody's home in one of the small towns in the southern Black Hills. Catch footage of a bear going through their yard and had it in the newspaper. And they're still trying to deny that they live there.
They got bears going downtown Evergreen, going through dumpsters behind restaurants. It's like, just taking the whole dumpster.
And I'm just sitting there thinking, how big of a delusional fuckwit do you have to be? I mean,
one of the displays of the now Denver Museum of Nature and Science, for when I was going to the Denver Museum of Natural History, how they thought the grizzly was extinct in Colorado for years and years, until one guy was attacked by one in the late '60s, and they got the hide, and then the guy basically killed them with an arrow with hand, one with a bear shot. That he got jumped. He had to use whatever he had handy and jammed an arrow into it.
well, they tried to deny there were mountain lions in the Black Hills for a long time, and that went away really quickly. When not only did Corwin, I think it was the one from the nature shows, video recorded and aired on his national show footage of a mountain lion den in the Black Hills. But then the one literally fell off a mountain peak and through the windshield of a reporter.
Yeah.
And they still tried to say it wasn't No. There's something else going on for a while. I have pictures I've taken of a bison calf with grizzly bear marks on his back. And they still try to deny it. That's an extra special kind of stupid.
Yeah, grizzlies are very clever creatures, and they know how to hide. Okay,
and
it is not uncommon. It's not uncommon. You think you're hunting the grizzly, and pretty soon the grizzly's hunting you. You know, they pick up. Oh, you're gonna. Okay, yeah. Come on, my guy. Get a little closer. Yeah, you think you're being smart? Gotcha. Yeah, you sure you want bears in your? Where is your country, by the way? Where is Judge Dredd here from?
This is also why I tell people, yeah, I absolutely believe I need to be armed in my life.
Yeah,
I'm from the sticks. You don't know what crazy animals you're going to run into from one day to the next.
Yeah, that's another thing. People think, well, they get in a gun because back east, it's self-defense against thugs. Out here, it's like there's an old line when the cops are minutes away. When seconds count, the cops are minutes away.
Look, again, this was last year while I was at my mom's place up in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cleaning up after the cats, and I'm going out to put the bag of the nasty litter crap into the dumpster outside the door so we don't have to smell it.
Mm-hmm. Australia, okay.
I open the door to step outside. It's like little tiny landing, 2 steps, there's the dumpster. But this is a carport, and this little tiny landing and 2 steps also puts you right next to her car, right? Mm-hmm. I step out the door as her light comes on because it's a sensor light. Mm-hmm. Standing right against the back of her fucking car is a mountain lion looking at me.
It's like, can I help you?
Bag down gently. Yeah. Step backwards, calmly, without panicking. Mm-hmm. Close door quickly. Stay inside.
Yeah.
Like, no. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Well, you got koalas.
Ah, yes, chlamydia bears.
Yeah, you got the little stone.
The bears that care. I mean,
little stone, drop bears.
Ah, you stole the drop bear comment. I was going to be making that. Then you started talking.
Stoned out of their minds, fall on top of you, and then freak out when they wake up. I was like, ah! That's probably where the legend is right there. Some poor koala fell out on some guy freaked out with and then clawed the guy they have. They got very sharp claws.
I take it this is you coming in to check on how I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, partially. You've already told me about a decent amount of it, but the fact that you're also on stream and able to talk tells me that you're doing just fine for now, at least.
Well, after I actually couldn't move correctly and my neck was going numb and I was twitching like my mom did when she had the tumor in her spinal column.
Well, yeah, I said after all that.
So ended up in there, and there was a couple of things to note that I talked about a little bit on the stream here. First of all, no, there's not a tumor. No, there was no blood clots, and no, there's no infection in the brain or anything. They checked for all that stuff thoroughly.
Good. That's definitely good to hear.
I'm stuck in a room where I was listening to a woman have one of the biggest freakouts, whether completely insane or on drugs, I don't know. She's screaming at the top of her lungs, threatening the staff, threatening the cops that are trying to subdue her, while screaming at one point how somebody stole her eyes. Help me fucking kill them.
Now, keep in mind, I've been the staff for somebody as the person in that second bed in the past, where I've been like, I'm like, yeah, this is great.
No, koalas are not brain dead; they're just very, very stoned. Okay, so they might as well be.
So
I mean,
They found that there's nothing that should be killing me immediately, but they are setting me up for they want me to go through a bunch more neurologist stuff over the next few months and see if there's anything else causing issues with what I already have. So,
and once again, they don't have a fucking clue.
No.
They got to send a few more bills.
That's kind of what I was assuming. That once again, they didn't have a fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
When do they ever have a fucking clue with me? Or do they just look at me and go, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look at you and go, she's a ginger. And then...
Fuck you, bitch! I knew you were trying to make a joke, but you couldn't even... You're not even on camera and you can't keep a straight face that I can tell.
Well, you see, I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. But I saw that the stream was up, and I thought that while I'm copying something from the PlayStation to my thumb drive, I thought I'd come on and say hi.
I get that, and I get that you were coming in and checking on me, and I'm very grateful you did. And this is not canceling our hangout on Saturday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope, canceled now. Nope, never mind. Nope. All done.
You might have to drive though.
No, the gnome is greatly underestimated.
And even if Antlers is with us, I still have to drive because I'm still the one that has the driver's list between us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. It would be nice if we could drag the spouses along the hangout too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she can come with. I'm just saying that since we haven't had a car, I'm the one that has the driving.
Yeah.
Because I do it for work.
You're the designated driver. Now, saltwater croaks up north are dangerous. The freshwater ones down south are downright cuddly, though. Come on, tourists, get your picture with them.
And yes, I am a little bit buzzed at the moment, so bite me.
Well, I was going to say you're slurring a little bit, but then again, I kind of took a pretty massive amount of CBD before I passed out for several hours earlier, so.
Oh, yeah. I just came off of working for about 24 hours straight, so.
Yeah. I can imagine that, there's a lot of people.
That first time, I didn't end up with a massive bruise from the freaking phlebotomist at the hospital, by the way.
Oof.
So one that actually fucking knew what she was doing, I can give her that credit. Yay.
Oh, that's good at least.
No, I imagine there's probably several, similar stories back in Australia. Tourists going out in the outback that they're going to pose next to a kangaroo that freaks out on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as cuddly as you think they are. Okay.
Oh dear.
There's videos of guys having kangaroos hop right up to them and start punching them, and they have to end up brawling with the kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
They're fucking funny videos.
Yeah.
What's really funny is because a lot of these zoos will actually let the kangaroos hop loose in the Australia area around you.
Mm.
Mm.
And you're like, this is eventually going to turn very south one day.
The Denver Zoo, it's like the peacocks are all over the damn place. They can't keep them in a pen. So, I
actually miss when they let the peacocks wander around at Blank Park.
Yeah.
Because they had, and I think she passed away recently, they actually had an albino peacock.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually gotten to take pictures of her and interact with her.
I haven't seen the albino ones at Denver, but again, they're all over the damn.
Whoa, careful there, Nat.
Oh, I'm being careful. I was trying to see if I could get my cat, but I'm making sure that it doesn't have me in the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually being careful.
Yeah.
Just
the problem is
sure.
Kind of
no, don't worry. I'm good. As I'm testing this, I'm making sure that I'm not in frame of either camera.
Get kind of a profile thing. Only see the cat,
You can see a bit shadow of the weird guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's been things in the past where people could get a shadow of me, and I don't care about that.
But it's like, and yes, there's all full disclosure on here.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going down and hanging out with him in person for the last couple of years. About 2.5, 3 years ago when we first met up, and since then we do when we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a real life friend that I met on here. I mean,
well, deep fried ice cream is a craveable thing, so nothing unusual there. Yeah.
I mean,
That's here.
If you're craving something weird, then we could talk. But
Here we go.
clean your floors, you filthy pig. I mean,
is there a cat? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I saw him blink. Up there.
Hi,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
kitty.
I'm like,
He's got a void.
He's got the dirty clothes wearing just the way he wants them. Okay.
yep.
It's a nice comfy
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love voids. They're cute.
Like, hi.
It's like, why are you looking at me with that stupid thing?
Yep.
Like me, leave me alone.
Oh,
you fucking
I
stupid humans.
actually stopped at just the wrong moment because I stopped it just before he did a full on yawn.
No.
Mm. And so now I need to know that front facing means looking at me. Back means means the actual regular camera.
Mhm.
Ugh. That's where the confusion was though, as I was trying to test it out.
Mhm.
Because I kind of thought that front would be what a regular camera was, not back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to make sure that it's switched around for.
but I was like, I'm not sure which it is, so I just made sure that I was out of the frame of the camera either way.
Mhm.
You're in the shadow enough. You weren't obvious your features. I just want to make
it's
sure you knew to be careful.
And also
Oh,
and jiggling around.
oh,
but
no.
there was no
The-
clear shot of anything except the ceiling fan.
yeah, the shadow, the shadow I didn't care about, and I knew that there was a shadow, but just like yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I am so flipping tired. But I
Well,
couldn't sleep
bloody
for a
time.
bit. I woke back up. I'm stressed a bit. I need to express my emotions the whole fucking day.
So does that mean that in 3 hours you aren't going to be streaming?
Why do I feel like I'm being called out?
Because you are.
I was just kind of surprised when I dug out the guitar my nephew gave me whack, and it's not what I thought it was.
See, this is what I look at and go, this is a comment where you're sitting there going, this is him trying to not quite so subtly say, you better go to bed, woman.
Yeah, go get your ass. Go the fuck to sleep.
And then stay there.
I fucking love the audio reading of Go the Fuck to Sleep by Samuel Jackson.
I've
I
actually
fucking
got
love that.
Yeah, I mean, stuff ghetto. Though there's no.
I listen to that audio reading when I can't sleep sometimes. I'm not even going to fucking lie.
For all of you who aren't in the same time zone that we are,
We're not.
I wake up and I go, oh, wait, she's going, I'm streaming. And I look at it and go, it's 4 in the freaking morning. And most time I see this when I wake up at like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn, go to bed. And recently she came on to one of my streams when I was on like at 2 in the morning going, what are you talking about me being up at crazy times? Like, yeah, but I'm going to be ending soon and I'm going to be going to bed.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a sweet, innocent angel.
Yes. No, that's a funny one.
I did my live stream earlier today.
Oh, honey.
Got to rant a little bit. Even the point I had to assign it to a playlist. But,
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get a copy of Go the Fuck to Sleep for our doctor.
Yeah, our primary doctor just had a baby back in say October or so.
Yeah.
But
No, one way or the other.
I don't know what her stance is on that kind of language, though. First, so I'd hold off on that for a while.
Like I said, I'm just tempted.
Yeah. So we did get the doctor that tends to her wound care situation. His last name was Triple. So we got things from David Gerald's little Triple Toys website. Well, like thing up thing time for the car the Tribble was on board. So she liked it. She was a little apprehensive when we started getting all the Star Trek jokes about when she married the guy, but no, Tribbles are good. Okay, fine. She's learned a bit.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you know or care, but Kotaku is fucked.
That's what I'm getting there. I haven't seen the details yet, but yeah, they're kind of self-immolating.
Well, apparently Kotaku, they've gotten the message from above saying you're going to stop focusing on gaming news, and you now need to give us 50 gaming guides per week. Learn to game.
Oh, gee. You mean we actually got to play these games we're reporting on? Yeah.
A gaming journalist told that they need to learn how to play a game, and not just learn to play a game. Learn to play a game so fast that they had to put out 50 gaming guides in a week. And from what I've heard, there's like 7 or 8 writers there. So for 50 gaming guides in a week,
they might have to end up hiring actual gamers to report for them. Instead of from from what's her nuts or who's that idiot? Blocking her name. Corsi, whatever the hell
Twat waffle blue stain.
Yeah, that's good. Close enough. Yeah.
So I'm finding
this bag has brought down the entire fucking industry because of the message. It's like, fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was originally laughing at the idea that we needed to have Gamergate 2.0, but apparently the journos decided we had to have it. So fuck you to the journos. You're fucked now.
Old Russian saying: when history repeats, first it's a drama, second time it's a comedy. Or first time it's a tragedy, next time it's a comedy.
And we are going to fucking viscerate you guys.
I've stayed away from I've stayed away from a lot of the politics and all that stuff because I'm like, this isn't worth my time. You touch gaming, I'm there. I'm fuck you. Gloves are off. Bite me.
That's the thing. It's now round 2, and no, not again. Okay. We're not going to this shit again, assholes.
I missed Gamergate first time around because frankly I was more involved in the politics. Right now, you come at Gamergate, you come at games, fuck you, come at me.
Well, I kind of came around the tail end of Gamergate first time around. In fact, I had to ask you, and Adam Baldwin actually, I felt got a DM and thing. Okay.
I missed the whole Gamergate culture, but I came in during the early times of CG and all that, so...
Rosetta, both you and me missed Gamergate in its entirety. Yeah. I had to do
legit... and I was sad about that, because I wanted to rip those assholes a new one. So now I'm going to get everything out on them that I didn't get to do the first time. I mean...
Well, the same morons moved from Gamergate to Comicsgate. So
I have a video that I'm probably going to be covering tomorrow because, for the hell of it, earlier today I searched for Gamergate 2.0 just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
and I found Gamergate 2.0 is a joke.
God, remind me of fucking young shit there.
God,
me?
Like children. Oh,
look at the comments.
Okay, sorry. Keep in mind, I'm not looking at anything, but I'll take a look at the comments. Sorry.
Yeah. I put it up on the screen and make it easy.
I'm literally not looking at anything.
Well, look at it. God damn it, you're here. Look at the fucking thing.
No, I'm here to talk.
Yeah.
You're here to do whatever I tell you to do, bitch. I mean. Anyway.
Yeah, she calls everybody bitch.
16 or 15. Are you sure you were even that old, actually?
But I found this thing called Gamergate 2.0 as a joke, and I watched like a half minute to a minute, and I was already like, "Oh, this thing is insanely stupid," and I sent it to my wife,
Mm-hmm.
saying I might comment on this, and her response was, "Just know you're going to be called an istaphobe by the end of this if
Yeah.
you respond to this." I'm like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah.
By the end, they're already fucking doing it.
Oh, they started off with that shit. Come on.
Well, no, she's saying specifically based off of what,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
based off of the moment you start going off on these soy boys,
Yeah.
you know that's gonna happen. I'm like,
Well,
yeah,
like
probably.
the whole thing started. They took
I've
one,
no
probably.
more fucks to give.
It's like they,
And I didn't watch, I specifically not
Don't talk
watch
over me
more
when I
than.
sing.
that's a hint. She wants you to
No, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk over me when I sing. That's a big rule.
Do
on
you
this
realize
channel.
what that makes me do?
No, you know better. That's a big rule on this channel. You know why I get when people interrupt certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking care. My channel. I'm a psychotic dictatorship. I am the fucking queen. I am the fucking queen.
That's fine.
That's like the first one started off with like the most apolitical group on the planet, video gamers. They didn't give a shit what about things. They're trying to get away from the real world. Just tell me where the people got to get their bridges and how many people got to kill in the process. And made them political.
And you got the cat who's saying, "I don't care."
And drove them to the side that's going to leave them alone for the most part. And now they're back. No, they're not apolitical anymore. So guess what? You fucked it up.
Stop. I can always mute you, Nat. Don't make me start reacting and yelling at you. A, it doesn't go well. B, my brain is not functioning well with what I've been through with the tremors and shakes, and I don't want to accidentally say the wrong name.
That's a point.
And she's mildly loopy right now, so she's got an excuse.
There was actually a part of me actually trying to protect him there, even if part of me was also being ass about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
God, that's fun.
I just get a little bit of a, especially with gaming. When the gaming stuff comes up, I get a bit of my "fuck you, don't tell me what to do."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That happens.
But it's
like, I do have my own trigger there.
Look, the idiots are coming around for another round. It's like the landscape's changed and not in your favor. It's like it's gonna go back. Worse than the last time.
No, it actually comes out in she pointed out that she's a friend and I shouldn't be as much of an ass that my trigger makes me want to be.
I'm talking about Gamergate 2 type thing. If they're trying for round 2, well, get them again. No, you won't. No, you fucked that up last time and it had.
Oh yeah, that.
For you, so,
yeah. But I was legitimately saying that I have my own trigger that I go fuck you, but Rosetta's a friend and it's
that
like
trigger. But at the same time, you know how many channels would kick you off when you say no, I'm not going to listen to you and they tell you the rules.
And it's like bye.
Oh no! And do you know how many people I talk to on channels? I do my own channel.
Not many.
I really exactly. I do my own channel. That's really all I do.
And you know I'm picky on who I trust to come up here.
Yeah.
No, I know, and as a general rule, I do actually really respect that, but I just have my own thing. The gaming shit does trigger me more than people might realize.
And when people talk over me, especially when I'm trying to sit here and sing on my own channel, it also sets off a lot of those certain anxieties.
No, I realize that. That's why I was like, yeah, you're right.
But
if you notice, I did back off.
Yes, this is the difference. We're friends, so we can get in these little arguments and still get along.
Yeah.
And I'll give him shit for it when I see him on Saturday. I mean. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I think it was Tom Stafford that died recently. Astronaut one.
Huh?
Tom Stafford. I think it was the astronaut that died.
I'm a crazy, mouthy, pain in the ass bitch. Am I not?
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah.
But I'm your guys' pain in the ass, and you all love me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
Although I may have to bail pretty soon because I'm ready to fall over. No.
Oh, quit being a pussy.
Yeah, don't be a wuss.
Do I want to discuss the physical day I've had the past 2 days, frankly?
No, because I don't fucking care. I'm in a weird state of being right now, and I'm in that 0 fucks range.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my head.
Well,
Yeah, this kind of thing is the point where
mm,
Tom from Midnight's Edge would drag out that little video, koalas in the rain.
in the rain, no fucks given. Yeah,
Now what I would say is, Rosetta, if you are able to go to sleep, I don't know if you are or not, but if you're able to go to sleep, then you should go to sleep.
yeah, that would be a good idea. Because I was about ready to shut down and go to when this thing goes. Oh, okay, fine.
I don't know.
I gotta throw a shirt on or what? Yeah.
Right now, my stress is so fucking high. I'm so spazzed out and stuff. And I'm trying to let the husband sleep, and there's things I need to talk to you about off stream net. About that.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bail. I'll listen in because Steph will probably stay on, but I'll be up on the side here. So we're going to consolidate our feeds here. So I'm gonna go ahead and bail here because my neck is also killing me. And I can't really give it a good shake with these headphones on.
Okay, you've said it enough. Go lay down.
Hey.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was nobody better to do the audio reading of that than Samuel Jackson.
Of course.
To do the reading of what?
The audio reading of the book Go the Fuck to Sleep.
Oh, I don't know that book.
Okay, I might have to end this stream just so I can play that few-minute little clip of him. That.
Oh, dear Lord.
No, really, I have to. I have this part of me that wants to correct it anytime people don't know that one.
Yeah, definitely. End the stream so he can hear it. Trust me, it's worth it.
Okay, then.
Okay, so good night, people. I'm going to go screw up my friend's life.